Hello everyone, welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered. In the last episode, we began the DLC with a bang by killing Sanctuary Guarding, by slitting that man's throat. I also never said that you can cut his tail off. Actually, I might have. Never mind, I think I did. His tail's useless. We came through the Royal Wood, and I complained about it the entire way. Got an elevator, met Chester, got another elevator, and got a shortcut. So now we're gonna head through this fog wall, which will hopefully lead to a new area, maybe. Please, do it. Don't do anything drastic, please, game. That's a nice look. Oh, God. Ah. Welcome to the Knight Artorias fight, one of my favorite fights in the game. This fight is definitely something not to joke with. It can be incredibly difficult, and he has a lot of moves, but they're really pretty easy to dodge, if I'd have to say so myself. He consists of a lot of slams, a lot of slashes, a lot of jumps, and even a buff or two. For my level, he's really easy well, get a lot of damage in. But for someone who's not that leveled up, and, you know, besides DLC is a good idea, which, you know, it is, for the most part, he can become very strong by coming into your, you get to fight him at a lower level. He has a few things. So his buff boosts his damage. I'm not sure by the exact amount, but it can actually buff him multiple times. And guess why that sucks? He will almost one-shot you when buffed. When not buffed, he does like half your health sometimes, depending on what armor you're wearing. And if he's double buffed, he will 100% kill you in one hit, no matter what. Because guess what? It's like a 50% plus a 50% increase. It's not very nice. But he's pretty easy for my level and pretty simple in general, but he's very fun to fight. Also, for killing him, you can get his armor at the guy, and for killing him early, before you kill Sif, there's a special cutscene that you get before fighting Sif. He smells the scent of Artorias on your body, and starts the fight saddened by the death of his master. It's very sad. Yeah, no, it's pretty sad. It's definitely sad. Yeah. It's, definitely something that, doesn't hit close to home at all, so it doesn't really matter. But, we're not done with this little Coliseum area. In fact, there's another thing we can do, but we can't do it quite yet. We're gonna enter the gazebo, and it will give us an item, which is new to this game, to remaster, the Purple Coward's Crystal. Well, welcome to the Battle of Sotism Coliseum, or whatever it was. So you might be wondering what this is, and it's a pretty good reason, pretty good thing to ask. Well, guess what? It's dual mode. It's exactly what it is. Dark Souls dual mode. It's, well, dual mode. Each one of them is a special type of fight. You have duels, you have more duels, you have team fights, and you have death matches. That's it. There's 2 different maps, too. And, well, yeah, the Purple Crystal takes you out of any fight that you were in. And in general, it's pretty easy. Joking. It's actually, you fight other players, so it's invasions and stuff. Also, by the way, you can teleport to any bonfires in this area. But welcome to the Ulasil Township. One of the areas I don't mind, actually. I think, in general, this area is pretty nice to go through. But there's one enemy, or one type of enemy, I will be seeing that I don't like fighting because it's annoying and stupid and bad. But we'll be rushing through this area pretty much. Because there's really not much we really need from these areas, but there is one thing I will be grabbing that I will be needing to grab. Because guess what? If I don't, I'm bad. I'm really bad at this fight coming up. And it's a needed item for me because I'm so bad at it. Also, you noticed this woman, she has a little dress. Yeah, no, she is a witch. And she will shoot. That's the reason I don't like her. She's extremely damaging, and there's one later on that is buffed. That is exactly the same. Just buffed. Roll down there. There is more ways to do that, but just roll down there works the same way. Come over here. Like over here, and walk down here. This will lead you to up here with a witch. And if you go downstairs, put a fat shield on so you don't get hit by any magic coming your way. Actually, running through here and healing, because that's a smart move. Kill these guys. They do so much damage. It's actually ridiculous how much damage they do, I think. And all you have is this one chest left. That's not what I thought that was, but that's fine. Come over here. I'm actually going to equip an item that we've gotten before. It's the skull lantern. We're gonna get the skull lantern here and walk by some walls. Oh, hi, how you doing? Oh, also carvings. The original carvings were actually introduced in this DLC, if you were wondering. And you might be wondering what I'm doing with this light, and it's a pretty safe question to ask, I think. Well, there's actually hidden walls around here that are you're only allowed to get through because of lights. And guess what we have that produces light? Guess. I mean, it's not like it's obvious. Yeah, it's this. If you go up to walls that are like this, and you see this message, let there be light, and head on through, there's normally an item or two. And get the silver pendant. The silver pendant is one of those items that I'll be needing to go through these areas. The silver pendant is going to be my savior for a boss fight coming up. And in fact, if I don't have it, I'm going to die a lot on it. And we don't want that. Alright, well, then we're gonna do that. Okay, never mind. So death is not good. And I'd hate to have to say this, but never mind. I was gonna end the episode, but there's really no point. We're actually coming up to a point where it would be honestly just a waste of an episode. So we're just gonna run right through this area and hope to God we don't die on that area again. Because there's a shortcut coming up closely that we're gonna be getting. Ain't that fun? Yeah. And you might be wondering what this star pendant, the silver pendant does, and that's a pretty understandable question, I think. Also, Chester invades you here if you're human. Yeah, Chester that we saw yesterday. Yeah, no, he invades you here if you are human. So don't be human. He's actually pretty difficult, I guess the words to say. The silver pendant, I mean, I might as well talk about this because that's what I was originally talking about. The silver pendant is an item that allows you to, well, bounce off any dark attacks, like dark sorcery attack, like away from you. Meaning, and those sorcerers are basically useless. You might be wondering why I rushed to come over here. That's a pretty good reason. It's because these enemies are actually boosted, like damage-wise, because of their eyes. They're glowing, and that's how you know. This also means the sorcerers are boosted, and running is the only way I can deal with this without having to die a lot. Did you see that damage? That's enough said. Now, there's actually a lot of things around here that I won't be exploring because that's not fun. But if we come over here and make this jump and land it, we can get an item that leads us to a... You know those challenge maps in Dark Souls 2? It's like that for this DLC, except there's only one DLC. And it's not really an entire area, it's one boss. Yeah, killing this Mimic will grant you the ability to get a key. The amazing Caress key. That will allow us to fight the the last out of the 4 DLC bosses. Come on down here and drop down a few levels. Of course, like, hoping not to get absolutely murdered here, because we don't want that. And running over here through these, like, gates and stuff. And then coming over here. Once you stand on this elevator thing and goes up, you know you're in safe hands, because guess where this leads? It leads immediately right here. So, yeah, no, we are officially halfway through the DLC, because we've killed 2 bosses, and we've have the ability to fight one of them now. Actually, we could do that right now. I'm not going to right now. It's actually going to be the last boss we fight. Actually, no. Either way, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. In the next episode, we'll be fighting another of the DLC bosses and exploring more of it. We're coming up so close to the end. In fact, there's probably only going to be about 3 episodes more, unless I have really hard trouble with this next few parts of the DLC. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.